Hey YouTube, happy Friday. Today I just want to talk about Papa John's because yesterday it had a monster rally. The stock went up almost 20% with a lot of volume. You can see down here more than 10 million shares were traded compared to an average of just 1.7 million. So what happened? Well, during midday there was a report, there was a rumor that came out that a Qatari-backed fund from the royal family may be looking to take over the pizza chain, and that possible takeover launched the stock, and it went up almost 20%. So if you missed out on this, you might be sitting there wondering, how do people, catch these trades? Is there any? Of course, there's no way of knowing if the takeover is true, unless you have some insider knowledge. But can you look at the charts or something else that would help you predict that that may happen? Well, let's talk about that. So here, this is a chart of Papa John's, and you see that this was timestamped back in December 22nd when I first shared this in my Discord of this possible setup. You can see that the stock has fallen down to this very, very deep support around 38. And then there's multiple touches here. You can see a support there, a bounce there, a bounce there. And even during the COVID-19 pandemic, you can see this huge green pickup candle when it tried to fall through the support. That got supported. And just recently, there was another bounce there. So the stock was already trading at a very, very deep support. And in this yellow line here, and this is an overlay that I noticed. I noticed that the current price action between 23 and 24 was just strikingly similar to the price action that started in 2017 through 2021. You see this massive drop, and it does this inverted head and shoulders, and then it completely recovers and actually just makes new highs. So that's the pattern I was noticing back in December, and I put this exact price action over there, and it looks like it matched. Well, so then a month later, about January 13th, I shared this on my Discord again, and this time I finally pulled the trigger because the fractal just looks so enticing. It continues to drop, and then you can see here in this light green here, there was a strong pickup candle that really caught my attention. So that was when I pulled the trigger and I sent out the alert on my Discord saying that I'm buying the stock at 38.96. It's still at the deep support. It's holding up, and the fractal just looks, it's too enticing. So here's what the chart looks like. So because of the rumored takeover news, the stock, just went up 18%, and it stopped right here. Let me go to the daily chart for you guys. You see that it briefly broke through the resistance, but then towards the end of the day, started giving out the gains, and is respecting the trend lines really well. So you can see here that there were multiple rejections here at the 50, almost $51 level. Rejection there, and then rejection there. And it looks like it just briefly, it closed over just slightly above it, but we'll see if this continues to hold tomorrow. So right now, it is at the 51 resistance, and because I got in at such a low price at around 38, this is a 30% gain for me, which I was really happy about, and I was happy to exit. Because the stock just jumped up on, rumors of a takeover, not anything positive from the fundamental case for the company, like better revenue or sales or whatever, something that will really drive the business forward. This is just a rumor. So this is something that I do. I always if there's a rumor that's gonna kick the stock up really, really high, and I'm not sure if it's actually real or not, I'm just gonna sell it if I'm already up 30%. Especially if this fractal is tracking so well. you can see that, you know, around this time, and I have not moved this fractal at all since I posted it back in December. And around the same time here, we're getting this huge pickup candle. So I'm curious to see, you know, whether or not, you know, this is going to fall. If that fund, that Qatari fund, comes out and say that no, that was just a rumor. We have no interest in buying this piece of chain. So that's what I'm watching out for, to see if, you know, it's gonna get back in games and come back down. You know, if it does, especially if it comes out here, I might be interested in another swing. But you can see from here how useful technical analysis. If you can find a stock that's trading at a deep with some previous price action that is tracking, or some other chart formation where it suggests that it might be in one way or another, then it might be worth the swing. So that's all I have for you guys today, and I hope that you guys find this interesting and useful. And if you do, give me a like and subscribe, and I'll keep pumping these videos out.